just got turned back on within the last 10 minutes or so here in the downtown area. They had to shut it off earlier due to an incident, and now it is back on. We were actually getting ready to come out and walk down the street completely in the dark. We had gotten our lantern from the Night Watchman Ghost Tour ready, got a candle put in it, and then just as we did that, the power came back on at the house. So we decided to walk out here. We're happy that it's back on for all of the businesses down here so that their supplies can be salvaged and without any harm done to them. Power was out for maybe 5, 6, 7 hours, but everybody's stuff that was in refrigerators and so forth should be nice and good and ready for the weekend. So we are back out here on St. George Street. And also, we did a little walk around earlier. Didn't go live because our cameras were in such a low amount of charge that we didn't go live during that time. But we did go out and walk around and walk down to Riberia Street. A lot of the water has already gone. A1A, it's all cleared up. Cars are able to drive in both directions. St. Augustine PD walking by us now. They're out here just kind of keeping an eye on the businesses. So everybody's just getting their power back on. We want to make sure there's no looting or anything like that. St. Augustine doesn't have a whole lot of problems like that, but like a lot of the big cities do. But so walking in most areas, a lot of the water was gone, has receded. So we are very, very fortunate in that. And this is a resilient town. I guarantee you some of these businesses will be back up open tomorrow, and all of them by Saturday, I'm sure, other than the ones that got a whole lot of flood damage. So I'm gonna flip things around here and let you take a look at St. George Street as we walk down it. So we are right now in front of the St. Augustine Seafood Company and the Sweet Spot. So the Sweet Spot had just gotten their generator up and running a few hours ago, and now power's back on. Side of our place here at Whetstones. So we'll give you a quick shot here. Our live stream that we normally run is right from this camera right here, right above Whetstones. So if you get a chance to check that out, we run some lo-fi music from it and gives you a view of this part of St. George Street, and then occasionally turn it around to the north side as well. Panama Hat Company came down yesterday and took down their signs, make sure that they didn't fall down and get damaged. Be able to get those put back up. But as you can see, no water left on St. George Street. That's our mystery light there. About every few minutes it pops on and off. The De Mesa Sanchez house over here, part of the Colonial Quarter. And then the Pellissier house, which is now home of the Bull and Crown restaurant. All part of the Colonial Quarter Museum. Our friends here at Ben's Pretzels. Look forward to seeing them open tomorrow. Stop in and grab you a pretzel or a crepe. So good. One of our favorite snacks to have here. Anytime that we ask people their favorite snacks, we always tell them our suggestion is Ben's Pretzels. So.
I'm pushing for cream cheese stuffed pretzels.
Cream cheese stuffed pretzels. They don't have them there, but we'd love to see one. Come on, Kyle.
Love to see it. Cream cheese stuffed pretzels.
So that's our buddy Scott Cushney's place up there. Fellow weather reporter. I don't know if he's in or not. He was out checking on a few businesses, so I'm grabbing an ice cream cone over there at Castillo Ice Cream. This is Teddy's ice cream here. Teddy's, we have your scarecrow. We'll bring him back tomorrow. We saw him floating down St. George Street. We'll bring him back by tomorrow when you open up.
Call him Georgie.
Georgie.
Georgie the scarecrow.
Georgie the scarecrow, okay?
George Street.
Okay, because we found him floating on St. George Street. Everything back on over here at Florida Cracker and Savannah Suites. And like I said, we did take a walk around town. We didn't get all the way around town, but we walked by down Saragossa Street, which had dried up. Went and checked out our friends over there at Lions and Lanterns. Josie's doing good over there. If you have friends or family that are coming into town, have them check out Lions and Lanterns. They got some great deals going on for Nights of Lights. Some beautiful rooms that have been set up over there.
Such a cool walk. New Friends podcast.
Oh yeah, I did a podcast with them just a couple weeks ago, and we talked about the ghost tour. And now we have that out on an audio tour as well, so you can do an in-person tour, or you can actually download the audio tour of the Night Watchman Ghost Tour. You can download it and get the Voice Map app in either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. And then for $6.99, you download the Night Watchman Ghost Tour and do it on your own. With all the sound effects that we have. And Maya narrating the tour and telling you all the history of the Night Watchman and the things that they saw and heard and felt and smelt as they patrolled the town. So this is looking down Hippolyta Street here. And Hippolyta back the other way. We're gonna make our way all the way down to the town plaza. Like I said, we were actually kind of looking forward to walking St. George Street in the complete darkness, but we're happy to have the power back on for the businesses. Not today. Maybe another time, but no time too soon. Okay, we're not looking forward to any more storms. We are done with storms here. So I think they shut the power off downtown about 1 o'clock today. Somewhere around that time. There's the candy shop over here at St. George's Row. That big old lollipop. Whirly Pops. I remember having those as a kid. Nope.
Imagine them buying 7.
Yeah, no. Julia comes from a large family, and yeah, yes. I think I remember fracturing a tooth on one of those, so, or at least, yeah, getting them stuck in your teeth. So,
Yeah, those giant jaw
so tomorrow, the taffy machine will be up and running again. The world's most famous taffy taco shop. Burrito Works.
Harley Davidson's got cool lights.
Yeah, this was another shop that was open yesterday. It was the Harley shop.
Cool Christmas lights right
Yeah.
there. I don't know where it's coming from.
Somewhere
Right
out
there.
in here. Up. Right inside, yep.
Yeah, it's that top one.
So a few people out walking around now. Like I said, the water is gone. There's the Roosevelt Room over here at Prohibition Kitchen. The old Opera House. What's your favorite pizza at Pizza Time if you go in there? Leave it in the chat. Grandma's sink, or the kitchen sink, I think it's called. I'm kind of partial to Pizzali's pizza myself. Coming up on the Pena Peck House here. And one of our favorite streets here in town, Treasury Street.
And the super cool firework lights.
Yes, we talked about these lights in one of the previous live walking tours. Over here at Cotton Collection, just some of our favorite lights here in town. We like pointing those out because we hand out diffraction glasses on the Night Watchman Ghost Tour for the in-person tour. And All the lights kind of look like fireworks. We're really, really looking forward to doing some of those tours during nights of lights as well, because with those diffraction glasses, it just makes it so cool and such a cool experience. Shell shop. Every beach town has to have a shell shop. We've got a few here on St. George Street. Well, you know, a lot of times when the news crews come in during a storm, they show you all the destruction and all the flooding and everything like that. And they don't show you how quickly the town bounces back. So
But we will.
we will. We're going to walk in here to St. Augustine's Town Plaza real quick and then show you that cars are able to travel through now. There are a few streets that still have some water on them, but not many. The debris will start getting cleaned up in the morning. And this town just bounces right back. So give them a few hours tomorrow and get the bit of debris that is down here up. Businesses will be up and running and ready for you to get out of your houses, as I'm sure many of you are ready to get out of them. We had just a couple hours without power and we were out walking around most of the time, but I imagine many people are ready to get out of the house, come out and enjoy a dinner out, grab some snacks, come look around, check out your favorite spots in town. We had a few of the people that were on sailboats in one of our previous lives, our last live that we did, actually watching the live from their sailboat out there on the water. So that was interesting to get to chat with them a little bit, and hope they'll tune back in and check out some of the other videos that we're doing. So here we are at Basilica Cathedral. Street real quick. So yeah, you can see all of the water that was here in the plaza is gone. It made it up to about this point. Flooding right about where the gazebo is, right over here, where we saw the water reach to again. Same thing that it did with Ian, but that is all gone now. A few of the businesses on some of the side streets may have some more flood damage than others, especially down Charlotte Street and down Kuna Street and so forth, but I'm sure those businesses will be back open as quick as they can as well. I can't be 100% positive, but I think that parking in the garage might be free tomorrow as well. Don't hold me to that, but I thought that I had seen that they were lifting the price on the parking, and they are in there at the grilled cheese gallery. Yeah, checking it out. So I'm sure they'll be open tomorrow. Yeah. Yep, getting prepped for tomorrow. Yeah, you can't just turn the key and have the business ready to go. So there's got to be some prep work in the restaurant. So yeah. So a little bit of a breeze down here by the water, but that's to be expected. Whoa! Now see, here's something I've walked by here how many times. Did not know that there's a luxury apartment right up here above the macaroon shop to rent by the night for 6 persons. So if you're looking for a spot for nights of lights and you got 6 people, hey, check it out. We're gonna have to check that one out as well and add that one possibly to our list of places where we recommend for people to stay here in St. Augustine. Julia's grabbing the information on that, and we'll check into it and let you know about it. There are so many unique spots here in St. Augustine to come and stay. Beautiful hotels and things like that. But want to go out by the Bayfront or you want to go up Charlotte?
Holy Charlotte.
Let's go up Charlotte Street. We know what the Bayfront looks like now. So we're walking right here in front of Trade Winds. I know that several people had asked about Trade Winds. We really didn't see much water getting up to it.
You gotta get your popcorn and cocktails.
Yes.
Wait for our Halloween episode
to
find out more about that.
Yes.
Get the best popcorn.
That's what we're told. We were told on Halloween. So we've been putting together a video from Halloween. It's one of the things that Julia was working on this week. Be coming out very soon. So where we interviewed people out on St. George Street and asking them about what it was like to be in St. Augustine on Halloween night. Yeah, so wind came through and blew a few of these over. I'm sure they'll be able to salvage them, get them braced back up. Yeah, I wonder how long, I don't know how long that's been like that. We're outside of Casa Reina, another one of our favorite spots here in town to eat. And coming up along the backside of Harry's. Got to have dinner at Harry's for the first time in a long time the other night. I had their eggplant royale. I really enjoyed that. Eggplant with layers of crab meat, fresh made sauce, cream sauce. It's very, very good. I really enjoyed that. Looking over at the Hilton, the old Monson on the Bayfront. Another beautiful spot to stop during the nights of lights, whether you're staying there or just walking through. Give you a quick view down Treasury Street here, because this was one that had a lot of water coming down it. But as you can see, Charlotte Street all dried up now.
Oh, the cacti.
Oh, goodness. So this cactus is one of our favorite plants here in town. And it just kind of grows up this wall. Stands here. We stop here nightly on the Night Watchman Ghost Tour. Yes. So this one over here. Wow, Nicole does not, these hurricanes do not like cacti. Oh, goodness, such a beautiful, beautiful plant. So here's a little trivia fact. Now, Treasury Street's only about 8 feet wide down there at that end. Now, when St. Augustine Street started being paved, most of the streets were only about 9 feet wide when the automobiles were invented and started becoming commonplace here in St. Augustine. So no matter what, you had to pull over to the side if you happened to be passing another vehicle. Just step up here on the street since there are no cars coming through here right now. So we're walking along the backside of the Hilton on the Bayfront. It's a beautiful little courtyard back here. I've never noticed it before. That is just an amazing tree.
It is.
It's on the backside. This is actually the Pirate House Inn, I believe. Anybody ever stayed in there?
Is this all part of the Pirates Inn?
Yes, yes. I do believe so. I actually bought a stay there at a charity auction a few years ago and then never wound up using it. I think that's pretty common. Things that you buy in charity auctions oftentimes never even get used up. So I know I've donated quite a few stays over the time at different properties that I've had available for rentals, and a lot of them never got used. So this is Pizzali's Chianti room over here on the left. This parking lot was all underwater earlier. All dry. They are in there in the Hilton kitchen getting things ready. Probably for breakfast in the morning. It is the weekend coming up. A lot of people will still be headed up here to St. Augustine. I fully expect everything to be open for sure on Saturday and a lot of the businesses tomorrow. Just going to depend on what they're dealing with at their own homes, whether businesses are open tomorrow or not. So this is the Casablanca Inn. And as you can see, this bench definitely was not there. So that floated from somewhere. But,
I'm guessing from the
so let's
the
take a
main
look.
street. Like,
Let's take a
River
look.
and Port.
Inside here, just kind of see if they got any water into the room. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, their water barriers seem to have worked pretty well. I don't know that much water, if any, got in there, but it was definitely up past the bottom of the doors there when we were out here earlier. All right, so we are at 49 Charlotte Street right now. If anybody knows anything about this building, has any stories about it, we've heard some interesting ghost stories on it that we're going to be adding into the Night Watchman Ghost Tour, but anybody have any information about who owns this property right now or anything like that, we would love to talk to them. This gate is usually closed up and it's a very dark property. We're at 49 Charlotte Street. Looking over here at the Hippo, we do hear a few generators going. Obviously, some of the businesses had to do that to make sure that they didn't lose any of their product. Right across from the inn on Charlotte Street here now. Looked like the Casablanca might have had a few guests there. Yeah. So this is the backside of Meehan's, their patio bar. Nothing going on here tonight, but I expect it to be lively tomorrow. A little bit of water, just some puddles on Hippolyta Street now coming from the bayfront. All of A1A is dry. We're going to be crossing over the street here a little bit. Wider sidewalk over here. The Shipwreck Museum. I've never been inside of it yet. I need to come check that one out. You can actually take a tour there and win a chance to compete for a chest full of silver. It's the St. Augustine Shipwreck Museum. Friends over here at Stogie's. There'll be some great live music there tomorrow. Now there is still some water over at the fort on the north end of the fort, and I'm sure on the south end here in the grass there as well. Because the only way for that water to escape once it's in there is to drain down into the ground. So it's going to have to have a few days to get rid of that. And we were talking about what that's going to do to the grass there.
A few days? How long did it stay in the dry mode?
Yeah, we're going to be a couple weeks probably, but I'm being optimistic there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with a few days.
Yeah. But the fort will be open as soon as they can. I know that their headquarters was taking on some water. They'll assess the damage. And, you know, with the National Park Service, they're always a little bit slower than the private enterprises. So this is looking over here at River and Fort. And we heard some alarms going off there earlier on one of our earlier broadcasts, but all dry up through there, and as you can see, traffic moving in both directions on A1A out there. Like I said, we're not just going to bring you the flooding and not show you what happens afterwards and how quickly it all goes away. The water rushes in and then rushes out just about as quick as it came in. Now, there was definitely some water intrusion in here into the old blacksmith shop over here at Crucial Coffee. But we saw them in there earlier working on things, and the courtyard took another beating over here.
They have both their barrels.
Yeah, the barrel stayed here this time. But this barrel that's right over here now was over here up against the building earlier today.
Totally put it loaded all
Yeah.
the way down here.
Yep. Right up in there. So this is their restaurant side over here. And to my knowledge, it hasn't been open since Ian. I know that when we came down here during Hurricane Ian, the door had been breached and the water had gotten inside of there and caused some damage. So hopefully they'll be able to get everything restored and back up and running soon. So we're coming down Kuna Street now. White Lion over here. And one of our favorite restaurants, Michael's over here.
Mofongo.
Yeah, let's check and see if there's anybody in there right now. See the lights on in the kitchen. That Mofongo. And I know that Chef Michael is opening a seafood restaurant soon. Yeah, there's a few people in there working and getting things cleaned up and ready to get back open as quick as they can. I don't know exactly when that restaurant is opening, but it is definitely soon. Fresh herbs, and then, yeah, I showed the daddle peppers earlier, but
They look a little sad after Ian, but these are daddle peppers.
These are daddle peppers. And we talked about, in fact, I think the Battle of the Daddle might be this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fundraising event. I think it's about an $80 ticket for their general admission. They have some VIPs. I think there's a festival going on in Lincolnville as well.
Yeah.
So we'll go and check that out if we can, get down there. Here's the Augustine Inn, another great place to stay. We had some people on Halloween come and tell us how great it is here. It looks like they are up in there now.
How long till they replace the wooden posts?
Yeah, we're definitely going to need some new barriers here. Keep cars from getting down to this area. If you haven't checked out a video that we put up last week about a car that made it right down to here and was on St. George Street here and making about a 420-point turn trying to get out of here.
At what point he realized I shouldn't be going down
Yeah.
the street where he could take the straight back.
Yeah.
But he literally ended up doing a 180 to go back out.
Yeah.
What? Oh, what? Papa.
Hey, Tonka, how you doing, buddy? What you doing up there? Let there be light.
Right? I was walking down the pavement, and all of a sudden it was so dark, and all of a sudden it was like clink. I'm like, oh, there we go.
Yep. Yeah, we were actually looking forward to walking down St. George Street in the dark and coming to check it out. We grabbed the lantern and the candle, and then as we were getting the candle ready, power came back on.
Frankie's actually coming in a little bit.
Oh, good.
Got it.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Those handles are snagging my pants.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, if I'm hanging out, I'm just gonna. Wait, she's bringing me a pub sub. What's up? I'm like, all right, cool.
Very nice. Yeah.
So tomorrow we're just gonna be doing some cleanup. I gotta take the carts back over there.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, just holler.
We'll do.
We'll be around.
We're gonna be doing some cleanup until like 4.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Get it ready for school groups next week.
No, lower you let me know, I can use my quarter.
Okay.
And I'll be your yard.
Sweet.
Cool, cool, cool.
Thanks.
Have a good one, bud.
Zelda.
Somebody's got Cushioney. Check him out over at the tasting tours for the Grinch tours during Nights of Lights. They'll also be doing those tours during the day. Take a Grinch tour during the day. Those are always a lot of fun. It's not often we get to do these walks at night other than the ghost tours. So we get to see these streets all the time at night, but not with the cameras. Speaking of cameras, we are coming up on 42 St. George, or 42 Spanish, sorry. 42 Spanish, the Tree Eye Hall house. And this house was recently sold and being renovated, and this is going to be a high-end Airbnb and going to be featured on Chip and Joanna Gaines' Magnolia Network. So look forward to that in just a few weeks. I know that they're probably 4 or 5 weeks away from that being up and running here. They've been delayed a little bit with all these storms and other things that have happened, but and we are coming up Spanish Street now. Now this street stayed pretty dry other than up at the very north end of it where all the water runs off from all the little brick pathways and stuff that have paved over the soil. So some of the water ran out there and was standing there for a bit, but this is the last remaining residential area in the historic district. Inside the old city limits of Menorcan Quarter here. So we're going to leave you here and go and fix some dinner. I hope everybody has a wonderful night.